She stopped at a light and saw him walking in that field behind the Lost River Drive-In. Julie said he was so creepy.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I think it's Sunday. I don't know. My days are all messed up because most of you guys, if you're, I guess, in the, what is it, never eat soggy waffles. Yeah. So, like the Southeast, the Mid Atlantic, like all of us got killed today with snow. Now, some people like Christian were like, oh my God, I'm going to make an Instagram video of my 2 inches of snow. And then some people were like me that got 20 some odd inches. That's my driveway. Y'all can look at that. That's my car. Literally snowed in. Woke up this morning, looked outside, and I texted my ex-wife and I said, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to come get William today. And she was like, yeah, it's pretty bad out there. I get it. So actually, here's what the weather app says. We got 23 inches of snow today. 23 inches. That is the most snowfall, I believe, in the state of Ohio, at least in this region, since the blizzard of 1978, I think they said. So this is the most snow I've seen in my life on the ground at one time. So, hey, Iron Wolf, it's cool. Just watch the playback. What's up, everybody? So I got to give a shout out first and foremost before we get this going. My buddy Zach, Retro Zach, in here in the chat, he was like, you should do the Shining commentary because he's a patron. And I was like, yeah, for sure. And then, of course, the last 2 weeks on Thursday nights when I was going to do it, I went and saw a new movie that came out because I wanted to do a review for it. And by the time I get done editing that review, it's like 10 o'clock. And I'm like, I don't want to do a watch along. I was like, shit. So I was like, I'm going to do it this weekend. And then I was like, wait, we're getting like a crazy amount of snow. This would be like literally perfect. So I want to include all of you guys in on this. So this is how these are going to go because I haven't done a live commentary on my channel in forever. Like I'm not a huge fan of doing them simply largely because I trying to keep up with the chat while also, making sure you're watching the movie and stuff. Like it can be difficult at times. So if you guys are in here, please feel free to, chat and follow along. But if you're in here, I would ask, watch The Shining with us. Watch The Shining with us. I have it paused right now at the Warner Brothers Pictures logo, which is like a second in. So I'll give it a couple minutes and then we'll all hit play at the same time. We'll be synced up. We'll be watching The Shining together. Now, I just want to say to you guys that are in here that are maybe you're not going to watch it. That's fine. You can we're still going to chat about other stuff. It's not going to literally be The Shining the entire time. I promise. But, watch The Shining with us if you can. Sunday night. And if you live anywhere near, God, this entire side of the United States, you probably got some bad weather. You know what, Mark? You're just a freaking hater, dude. You're a hater. Robin. We're going to take your mind off of it, Robin. All right? We're going to take your mind off of it. Yes. Hit the like button, everybody. Oh, Sean, I didn't know that. I'm sure a lot of people have, but I want to do this for you. Zach, you're here, right? I think I saw you in the chat a couple minutes ago. You are here, right, Zach? I need to make sure that you're going to be present for this because this is for you. It's all for you, Damien. Like, are you here with us? Are you with us? It is not a you need a watch along. No. Nah, Christian's too cool. Christian's too cool. He's got a lot going on, man, No, I didn't even ask him, but he is too cool, I guess. Yes, The Shining is a perfect movie to watch during this weather. I totally agree. What's up, Eric? How you doing? Byron, I would have been okay with the movie that they were going to do. What was her name? Abra. They were going to do a sequel to Dr. Sleep, with Abra. I would have watched it. But no Danny, no Jack, no Overlook. I probably would have been like meh about it. But yeah. Okay, Stefan. Well, you got like 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is when we're going to start this. We're going to start this at 10:08. No, I did not. I did not. We're going to start this at 10:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So now you got 4 minutes. So I want everybody to get synced up at the Warner Brothers logo. Now, before we get into The Shining, I just want to say a couple things. A lot of you guys, Lord of Dogtown, I did too. That's why I pushed this to 10 instead of 9:45, because I was like, I want to watch the end of this game, and hit a couple bets on that game. So I was hype, and I did have a rooting interest. I wanted the Rams to win. I really like Matt Stafford, but I didn't care at the end of the day because either one of those teams I think is going to absolutely obliterate the Patriots, which good. It's good for America personally. So let's go Seahawks for the next 2 weeks. I'm a big 12th man fan now, but I thought he would choke too. What's up? Hey, look who it is, Tales from the Shelf. What's up, buddy? How you doing, brother? Been a minute. Hope you're doing well. You paused WWE for this. Well, I feel appreciative. I'm thankful for that. That's right. I don't need another Patriots Super Bowl either. Nope. Go Seahawks. Go Sea Chickens. 12th man. But yeah, so and I'm gonna pick my kid up tomorrow. So don't worry. I'm still gonna see my child, but 23 inches of snow. Yeah, no thanks. I mean, no thanks. I can't drive in that. Literally everywhere was closed around here. Everywhere. You couldn't go anywhere today. They like shut the state down. So if she would have given me crap, I would have been like, seriously, I might die on my way to you. And then you want me to drive our child in this weather? Like, get a grip, get a grip. Is it below zero? I don't know. By the way, guys, everybody get to the Warner Brothers logo. And it's 5 degrees. So cold. Hey, Savoy. I mean, I'm a Steelers fan, and we just made the worst decision ever. Like, I honestly, I'm going to trade in my fandom. I'm going to get my tattoo covered up. I don't even know, man. It's just whatever. I don't even want to talk about them. They're just so ass backwards, and it's depressing. It's depressing. I know, right, Stefan? Well, that's going to haunt me for like at least 18 years of my life. But it is what it is. Yeah, unfortunately, Iron Wolf, again, don't want to talk about it. I was really mad. Like, I was actually really mad. Yeah, thank God he's gone, but they just pretty much made a lateral move. It's so dumb. Okay, so are we all at the Warner Brothers logo? Are we all there? Are we all ready to go with The Shining here? Because this is like a 2-hour movie. Yeah, I might be shaving it soon. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I feel like I look like a hobo. So we'll see. Okay, we're all here. We're counting it down. We are counting it down. All right, you guys ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. The Shining. To be honest with you guys, I couldn't tell you the last time I watched this movie. I really couldn't. It's been a while. Part of me wants to say that it was right before. No, I've watched it since No, I might not have watched it since Dr. Sleep, guys. Like, I genuinely might not have watched it since Dr. Sleep. Yeah, but Jeremy, at this point, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, our standard has just become like mediocre. And the move they made is just going, let's be mediocre again. It's like, I wanted them to just nuke it, like blow everything up, trade players, blow up the staff. I wanted a total nuke dropped on it. But of course they won't do that. So, oh, you're watching it through my Terrifier poster? Yeah. So We got the opening shots here. Love this. The drive to the Overlook. This is in Oregon, right, guys? This is in Oregon, right? Shut up, Mark. Don't even joke like that. Don't even joke like that. What's good, Bay Area throwbacks? Stanley Kubrick film. I mean, this is an incredible opening. Guys, it's Colorado. Well, okay. What's in Oregon? It's Colorado? I'm dumb. Why was I thinking Oregon? What am I thinking of with Oregon? I don't know. Just ignore me there then. Yes, I'm a fan more of Dr. Sleep, but that's not a knock on The Shining. This is a great movie. But, you know, there's a lot of people that they call themselves, well, I don't even think they call themselves this. They're more like considered Kubrickians, where it's like if you say anything that isn't overwhelming praise about a Kubrick project, they're like, how dare you? You should be canceled. Into the pit with you. Blu-ray Addict, what's going on? Stand By Me. Oh, that's one of my. I have not watched that movie in over a decade. I need to watch that. Scatman. Yes, Scatman Crothers. Dude, this is so sick. Produced and directed by Stanley Kubrick. He didn't just direct it, guys. He produced it. Oh, man. I need to go to that hotel. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Yes, I knew it. Thank you. I knew it. Thank you. Yes. The Overlook Hotel is in Oregon. Yes. Right? That's just like the blue font. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can stay at this hotel still, right? And like people consider this like super haunted. Like I'm not making that up, right? I'm pretty sure that that's a thing. Also, so we're going to get right into this, guys, I just want to talk about the parallels with this scene and Danny's scene in Dr. Sleep. The attention to details. I did something that I think was like the most rewarding way to watch Dr. Sleep was the night before it came out in theaters, I watched The Shining. So the next night I saw Dr. Sleep opening night and I noticed everything because it was fresh in my mind. So many parallels. Mike Flanagan clearly being a big fan and really wanting to bring a lot of homages, but they weren't over the top. You know what I mean? Where it was like in your face, like, look at this, look at this. No, it's subtle things. Whether it's the framing of a shot or the decor or the placement of an actor in a shot. Like he just, oh man. You can stay at the hotel. Okay. I'm going to stay there, guys. I'm going to do it. Also, just have to say, RIP to Shelley Duvall. That woman had a rough life, but she lived a long life, and she's in one of the most iconic horror films ever. And I want to ask you guys, yeah, T85 that we were just talking about at the beginning. We got 23 inches of snow here in Ohio. 23. It like just stopped like an hour ago. So I didn't go anywhere today. I went to Kroger last night on my way home from work, and the snow had just started. And I was like, I'm getting like pre-made grilled cheese, chicken noodle soup. Like I just stocked up on stuff, so I did not have to leave my house today. Now, this is my thing. And people have given me shit for this take before. And like, I understand it, I guess, to a degree. One of my, I wouldn't even say issues, but like one of the reasons why I prefer Dr. Sleep is because I feel like our main character gets a better arc because like we're supposed to believe that Jack Torrance in this movie is a recovering alcoholic. He's trying to be better. You know, he's trying to be a nice guy. He's trying to do right by his family. And then the overlook and the time spent here really drives him insane. And he reverts back to some of his alcohol induced asshole ways. And then eventually, obviously, the overlook kind of just takes over and he becomes a psychopath. So, like, but I don't, he just seems kind of like a skeevy prick from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, am I wrong? Am I wrong in that? I don't know. I feel like from the beginning, I'm like, this guy, I don't know. Which is not a knock on Nicholson, like at all. The performance is great. No, Mark, I was just being lazy. That's really what it was. Also, I saw him because I was looking for something else in the frozen snack area. I can't remember what I was looking for, and they were out because, of course, everybody cleared the grocery stores out. And I saw this like box of like pre-made grilled cheese that you just like put in your toaster, and I was like, "That's kind of cool." Yeah, Robin, I read the book when I was 14, 15, so it's been almost 20 years. Some of these King books, I've actually thought about going back and rereading them. Oh my God, Mark. That's what I was looking for my son. He loves them, and they were out. They were gone. And on the shelf above them, the rack above them, were those pre-made grilled cheese. I literally like said out loud in the store, I was like, of course. And I was talking a lot of shit like to myself because I was just like, you hear about snow and everybody freaks out and they clear the grocery stores out. And of course, they took all the fucking chicken rings, bro. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I just feel like the arc of Danny and Doctor Sleep is just a little bit more compelling for me because I feel like we get more range there. I don't know. I love White Castle's chicken rings. I don't like their sliders, man. I really don't. I don't know. Uh, hold on. No, it's not blasphemy, bro. I don't like sliders. They're disgusting. Cheap little burgers. They're not even real burgers. Let's be real. They probably use like horse meat or something. Come on. That is interesting, Savoy. Yeah, and look, I've said this for years, and I will continue to say this. I think that was a mistake. I think that was Kubrick's hubris getting in the way. I think the way King had him written in the book was more compelling, personally. But it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Sorry, I was texting my older man-child brother back because he knew that I wanted the Rams to win, and he's a Patriots fan. He's a Patriots fan again, I should say. He stopped rooting for the Patriots after Tom Brady went to Tampa, and he became a Tampa fan. And now that they're good again, he's all of a sudden a Patriots fan again. It's like the worst kind of fan in the world. Be a fan of your team at all times, like no matter how pathetic they are. You're just kind of a bandwagon jumper. We call those people dick riders. And he knew I wanted the Rams to win, and he hates the Rams, I guess, because they beat Tom Brady in Tampa Bay, like his last year there or some shit like that. And so he's just running his mouth. And I was just like, he was like talking shit about the Steelers. And I was like, do you think you're going to hurt my feelings? I literally talk shit about the Steelers every day. You're a child. Grow up. My favorite. What do you mean film food? You talking that I'll eat when I watch a movie? Mark, yeah. White Castle will tear you up, buddy. It will tear you up. Okay, well, but you're saying film. Okay, well, what do you mean both? Because like my favorite thing to eat when I'm watching a movie is hands down popcorn, which it's really brutal right now that I can't like I can't have popcorn, and it sucks. Not it's like 4 to 6 weeks after symptoms is what my doctor said. Like it's some serious bullshit. I mean, I get it. Like I'm not saying like my doctor's wrong or anything. It's just popcorn. Obviously, you really can't digest popcorn. And when you have butter on it as well, it's like really bad for your gut. So, oh, it's the same thing. It's popcorn always, man. Or if I'm at home, pizza. I like pizza with a movie, bro. A pepperoni and bacon pizza. Yes, Blu-ray Addict. It is. It is canon. I want to ask you guys, what did you think? Do you remember, like, the first time you watched this movie? I always remember being so confused about Tony, which is weird because I feel like all of us as kids had imaginary friends, right? Like, come on, let's be real. Don't lie. Don't lie and say you didn't. Every friggin' 6-year-old had a friend they would talk to. Not necessarily like, but you would kind of talk to yourself at times. Well, Mark, all I got to do is wait a couple more weeks till things are settled down, and I'll be able to have popcorn every now and then, which is all I have it anyway. I only have it when I go to the movie theater. I'm not at the movie theater every day. By the way, I also think I'm going to go see Send Help this Thursday night. Everybody is glowing about that movie. I'm a big Sam Raimi fan. Obviously, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Evil Dead series. I love Spider-Man, well, his Spider-Man trilogy, but specifically Spider-Man 2. I think it's a fantastic film, one of the best superhero movies. So I think I'm going to go see Send Help. Got to support my boy Sam Raimi. Well, also, JJ, I wouldn't be surprised if the filming of The Shining pushed her to do some certain things because Kubrick famously was a prick on set. So do with that what you will. I chipped a damn tooth the other day too, so with my tax return, I gotta go to the dentist as well. So fun times. She does. She has all the teeth. Speaking of teeth, that movie's weird, bro. Teeth? No. Hey man, I have heard that Send Help is honestly really, really fun. Like glowing reviews. Also, I'm really looking forward to this movie, Undertone. When I went and saw Return to Silent Hill, I saw a trailer for it and I was like, well, this looks kind of like weird and creepy. And the early reviews of it are like insanely good. So, and I think that comes out, yeah, March 13th. It's a Friday the 13th. Yeah, Culver's is pretty good. I always get the cheese sauce to dip my fries in. I don't know why. I just do. Yeah, man. Teeth problems suck. I was born with like a predisposition for it though. Like there's certain genetic conditions. Like my dad, I guess, has really bad teeth. And me and my two brothers that have the same dad, we've always had like dental problems our whole lives. I've always had to get work done on my teeth just to keep my smile somewhat respectable. It's just something I'm gonna have to deal with. But eventually, like later on in my life, I might get to a point when I'm more financially secure years down the road to be like, I'm done getting work on these things every couple years. Just give me some fucking fake ones here and there, you know? How'd I chip my tooth? I was biting my fingernails. Now you might go, well, that's crazy. Like just biting your fingernails. Well, I've bit my fingernails since I was like 10 and doing that all the time. I've actually really, really like not done it much in my adult years, but sometimes when I get like stressed, I still go back to it and it can really wear down your teeth. I rarely do it anymore, bro. But also, you got to understand, you're not going to find somebody with cleaner hands than me. I'm just going to be real with y'all. I wash my hands like a freak, even before COVID. I carry hand sanitizer with me everywhere. There is always, and it's not off brand, it's always Purell. I got Purell in my car. I got Purell in my house before I eat anything, before I do anything like that, before I prepare food. I mean, it's weird. I know I have OCD, y'all. So, like, understand that this is like one of my OCD things. But, like, if I take the laundry out of the washer and put it in the dryer, I put hand sanitizer on my hands afterwards. If I'm about to eat something, I mean, that's just literally who I am. So also, I really don't like the amount that of shit that people gave Shelley Duvall for like her looks over the years. Like, look at her right here. Like, she's pretty. Yeah, she's got some chompers, but like she's not some ugly woman. I People really bullied the shit out of her, but I mean that's just, that's just the way it is. I know, Bay Area, it's crazy. When it hit, I went to the store just to get my hand sanitizer like I normally do, and it's all gone, and I was pissed. I literally kept being like, I've been doing this for years, and now you all care. Now you all care about making sure your hands aren't dirty as shit. Nah, dude, and I make sure my son stays on top of washing his hands when he goes to the bathroom. Like before he eats, he has a little bottle of hand sanitizer in his book bag because I'm like, dude, kids are gross. And it's not like it's really mattered. My kid gets sick like every other week. But that's what's going to happen when you're in a classroom 5 days a week with a bunch of other 5 and 6 year olds. Like they're dirty, bro. Hi, Paula. Oh, yes. Stephen King's favorite adaptation. It is crazy how like the Overlook does go. And obviously that's the point. But like, you start here and it's pretty well populated and it's nice, and then by the end of the movie it just feels like this place that's like a ghost town and it's in a state of disrepair, and it's just crazy, the time lapse on that. A Playgirl magazine? I've actually never seen one of those in real life. I know they're a thing because I know Chris Pontius, didn't he, or he submitted stuff. Party Boy from Jackass. I'm pretty sure there was an episode where he submitted stuff for Playgirl. Maybe he said that jokingly. I don't know. That's crazy. I did not notice that. That's fucking wild. That's wild, Jack. That's dirty work, bro. By the way, guys, I don't turn monetization on my streams until afterward, and especially during watch-alongs, because then you guys would get ad breaks like every 20 minutes or so. And with that ad break, we would no longer be synced up in our movie. Well, actually, we would, but whatever, still. There's nothing I hate more than clicking on a live stream, and getting ad breaks every 10 minutes. It's like, seriously, bro. So I do that for y'all. I did not read the Green Mile. I read Rose Red. I read Pet Sematary. I read Doctor Sleep. I read The Shining. I read It. I read Cujo. My favorite novel of his is Pet Sematary. That's my favorite novel of his. It's also my favorite King adaptation. So maybe I'm a little biased there. What's up, Akeem? How you doing, man? I was rooting for the Rams, bro. I'm disappointed. Wanted LA to represent. I'm going to move to California one day, y'all. I'm telling you. San Diego, I love San Diego. Once my kid is 18, I'm going to the West Coast somewhere. Arizona, San Diego, something like that. Maybe Nevada. Maybe not. Probably not Nevada. But somewhere like that. Like, I love the West Coast. The weather is so much better over there. Hardly any humidity. Nice chilly nights where you can wear a hoodie at night in the summertime. Fucking love it. That is true. That is true, Captain Rhodes. They show guys bums. I've always said the West Coast is the best coast. I feel like a lot of people talk shit about the West Coast that have never actually been there. Like, my brother did that. And then like a year and a half ago, when we went for my cousin Xander's wedding to San Diego, he was like, we were there for an hour, bro, driving through San Diego. And he was like, is all this shit I've read online about like California just like bullshit? And I was like, a lot of it is. Yeah, dude. Like, sure, you don't want to be hanging out in Inglewood at midnight. Like, but you could say that about any city in damn near any state. But yeah, I love the West Coast. I hate Florida, bro. That's partially because, like, I've said this my whole life. Florida is the freaking white people vacation spot. And I say that because my family has been to Florida. I can't tell you how many times. And then my mom moved there. So it's like, I'm so burnt out on Florida. Like, it's just like, there's nothing about Florida anymore that I'm like, wow, dude, Florida. No thanks. He did really pose. Okay. Northern California, yeah, up by where like the redwoods are, Woo Nation. Yeah, the no income tax is cool. But yeah, I've visited Florida so many times, bro. I'm just like, I'm so over Florida, dude. I've never been to Miami, but I've heard, a lot of mixed things about Miami. It's kind of like Los Angeles. Like, a lot of people will say like, you want to see Los Angeles, but do you want to live there? It's kind of like the same thing with Miami. Like, you want to see Miami, but like, would you want to live in Miami? Yeah. Well, the humidity in Florida, just in general, bro. I walk outside in the freaking summertime and die. Just get cooked. Yeah, there you go. Vice City. The Sierra Nevadas. All right. Nice. I've never been to Disney actually, but we're going this summer, I guess. My mom like already booked it because she wants to take my son. So I guess I'm going to Disney for like 4. We're doing like all the parks and staying in a resort. I'm a Viking, Bobby. I mean, you'd be surprised at some of my survival skills that I have. You know, I didn't grow up a city boy. I know how to fish. You know, I've been hunting. There's a lot I know how to do. If I was out, if I got caught out in the middle of nowhere by my lonesome, I could survive for a little bit. I could. My mom said the Guardians ride is incredible. So she's like, oh, you're going to love that. I'm like, I've never even seen the movies, but I'll ride any kick-ass ride. I love roller coasters. I'm a friggin' adrenaline junkie. Here we got some foreshadowing. This is the freezer. Weird place to take, like, let's look at the freezer, guys. Come on into the freezer and I'll show you the freezer. Wow. What a cool freezer. Savoy. I've been to the Rocky Steps. I've seen the statue. What was that, last year? Because I was in Philly for a couple hours. Or no, I was in Philly for a night because my flight got canceled. Yeah. So the next day before I got my flight home, I was like, I'll go see the Rocky Steps. Tron at Disney World will change my life. I'm going to hold you to that. Well, Disney World that's California, right? And then land is Florida. I always get that confused. I'm not Norwegian, but my bloodline is like German on my dad's side. It's probably why I like beer. Which, guys, I haven't had a beer in like almost exactly a month. But ain't no celebrating, okay? Once my stomach is under control, I'm going to enjoy a beer again every now and then. There's nothing wrong with things in moderation in life. I've always felt that way. Disney World's Florida. Okay. Oh, I want to see Seattle. The Pacific Northwest, I think it's beautiful. A lot of places to hike. Land and world. Okay. So land is California. Okay. I got you. The more you know. Yeah, I'd like to go up in the Space Needle. I think that'd be cool. My mom went to Oregon like decades ago when she had a boyfriend. When I was like a little kid, I guess we stayed at my grandparents because I was so young. I don't remember when she was gone for that trip, but she still has like a framed photo of her and him like on this bridge in front of a huge ass waterfall somewhere in Oregon. So I love that stuff. I mean, people ask me all the time, like, oh, do you camp? How are you at that kind of stuff? I'm like, bro, like my entire childhood and teenage years, like I slept outside all the time. I've never slept in an RV. It was always tents or in a sleeping bag on the ground. Like I camped out all the time, bonfires all the time. Like I love that shit. I love the wilderness. I am moving to no Louisiana. Absolutely not. And I've talked to Christian multiple times about, hey man, like we should get together. Like I actually haven't said it to him in a while, like coming to visit. And he's like, yeah, dude, for sure. And I've just never followed up because I don't know if he actually would want me to do that. Because like, where would I sleep? In the movie room, with Owen? That'd be fine. Iggy, that'd be cool. I've not been to Six Flags. 148 times. Was this kid just like shitting his pants with the lines then? Oh my gosh. I was going to say, I am poor people. So, how long do I think I would last on Naked and Afraid? Are they actually like butt ass naked the whole time? I've never watched that. I mean, I really don't have a problem being butt ass naked. I just don't know what what else? What else does that entail? You know what I mean? Like, I've never watched it, so I don't know what they have to do. Like, aside from just being butt naked, which, like, whatever. I ran around naked all the time as a kid. Well, never mind. I'm not. I'm not gonna tell stories. You guys always get lore from me, and I'm not gonna give you more lore. Not this kind of lore. Every time I think of Scat Man Crothers, I just think of that song, like, I'm the Scat Man. I think that's how it went. Yeah. Millennials, you know what I'm talking about. Gen X, you probably do too. No, I'm not sharing those secrets because somebody will just say some shit about, like, yeah, no. Let's just say, when you're a teenager and you're drinking with your buddies, there's always that buddy that's not afraid to just be like, never mind. Never mind. Put 2 and 2 together, y'all. Oh, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is great. I haven't seen that in a lot. So many of these movies I haven't watched in so long. Some of these friggin' all-timers, bro. What am I doing? I'm always watching the same shit, my comfort movies. I was actually watching Cody Leach. He did a tier list a week or so ago, and I watched the whole list, and he had said, like, I'm challenging myself to watch more movies I haven't seen this year because I always go back to my comfort movies. And that was so relatable to me. I was like, dude, I do the same shit. I got to get out more. Have I seen Jason and the Argonauts? Yes, but I have not seen Clash of the Titans. Dude, Scatman is so, like, he borders on, like, just in his facial expressions and his body language, like, he borders so much on, like, comforting, guy you can trust, between, like, super intense and creepy. That is an art form, good sir. I honestly liked the guy they got to play the role in Doctor Sleep as well. He was pretty good. Hey, bugs can bite my cheeks. I ain't got nothing back there anyway. Whatever. Have at it. Oh, but what if you got like a mosquito? Oh, God. In other places? Oh, God, no. By the way, guys, did you hear Clint Eastwood had Scatman movie? I did not. You're not messing with me, are you? Yeah, right? Like, this is a great comment. You'd think he'd be like, guys, get the fuck out. I have not seen any of the Clash of the Titans, Mark. You know me. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a straight shooter. If I haven't seen something, no, I haven't seen it. Yeah, that is kind of weird. The kid, Danny Lloyd, is good in this. I definitely have done that, Lord of Dogtown. Yes, where you like you create a mental image of like these characters that you're reading on the page. And honestly, what's funny is when I didn't read it. It was the last Stephen King novel that I read, and I didn't read it until the summer of 2017, leading up to the movie, because I was like, I want to know, I want this book to be fresh in my brain, so when I go see it, I can see how close they are. And so when I read it for the first time, I had all the kids from that movie in my brain because obviously the trailers had come out and everything like that. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Nah, Christian ain't coming on here. He's too cool for me, man. He's big leaguing me. He's a professor? Good for him. Hopefully 10 years from now, I'm a professor as well. Captain Rhodes, I will agree with you in the sense that I think that Pet Sematary, the novel, is way better than the movie. But that's still my favorite King adaptation as well. Part of that's just, I saw it at such a young age. It scared the crap out of me. But the novel is far better. We are watching The Shining. And yeah, I'm staying safe. I didn't go anywhere today. Made a little money on some football, sat around, ate a bunch of snacks. I'm starting to feel a lot better day by day, like to the point where I'm not even taking the meds anymore that the doctor gave me, because she told me not to, because one of them like makes you feel bloated, like in your upper abdomen. So I called her the other day and I was like, hey, so like the uneasy feeling in my lower abdomen is largely gone, but now my upper abdomen feels really tight. And she was like, yeah, it's one of those meds that can make you feel bloated. Like, go ahead and don't take it anymore. And then I asked her, I'm like, oh, so, could I try my luck and get a burger after work? And she's like, no, you want to wait 4 to 6 weeks, after the onset of symptoms before you want to start introducing that stuff in your diet again. But Mark, I have been drinking only Zero Cola. This is a cup, a Halloween 2 mug of Coke Zero. Why? Because high fructose corn syrup's not good for your stomach, but I need the caffeine because I will get a caffeine headache. So, dude, Akeem, you got to post that shit. You got to post that shit, dude. I need to see that. That's the type of like nostalgia bait that I crave. I need that in my life. It is not better than regular, Mark. You are a damn liar. But yeah, they did. Well, at least what they think. But I have another appointment on the 5th with a different specialist, and they might have to go up my butt. Yeah, all right. At 31 years old. Hell yeah. Can't wait. But we'll see. I didn't know him. I did not know him. No. Craven. So I mean, I knew of him, but we never spoke. No. But yeah, I did see that he passed away, and that sucks, man. I know he had built a really dedicated Scream community on here, and touched a lot of people's lives. It always sucks. Someone even if it's just like tangentially, like it's weird. I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff because it makes me think of my own mortality. What's a clip? What's a clip? Oh. I couldn't wait 31. Yeah, I've made it 31 years. Lord of Dogtown, trust me. Once my stomach is in order, like I said, I'm still gonna enjoy my adult beverages every now and then. I've never felt like certain things are bad in moderation. Anybody that tells you otherwise, I don't agree with that. Those things are not, moderation is key. Self-control is key. I am a firm believer that a lot of these things were put on this earth for us to enjoy in moderation. Dude, I would love to go through that maze personally. See how long it would take me to get up. If I could talk to my 21-year-old self on what what would it be? Stay off Tinder. Yeah. I mean, I kid, but I kind of don't. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, man. What would I say to my 21-year-old self? I don't know. Nothing my 21-year-old self would want to hear. I can tell you that. With a chainsaw, come on. It could be a fun time, bro. I think it'd be a fun time. We haven't seen him yet. We haven't seen him yet. No, Jack, I don't want to do that, man. I just want to go in. I just want to go in and go, all right, let's find our way out of this bad boy. 21-year-old me was he was something. Yeah. Wasn't my finest hour. I mean, at the time, I thought it was my finest hour, but I was a dumbass. Don't go in there, Danny. Don't do it. Dude, I'd figure it out too. What up, Eli? How's it going, brother? Don't do it, Danny. No. Kids, man. Kids really are dumb, aren't they? I got to give it to my son. He's really not dumb. You know? He doesn't, well, sometimes he's kind of dumb. Yeah, I wish, Stefan. The problem wasn't me. The problem, well, I think collectively as a band, we just didn't have the work ethic like collectively. And also, it's hard to break out in the music scene in Ohio. Plus, we were pretty raw. I'm going to be real with you. I go back and listen to that EP we made, and there's some stuff I like. There's some stuff I really don't like. But like, how many times do you hear of like someone, like a band really like blowing up out of Ohio? Like 21 Pilots did, which is ironic because producer Phil, if you guys have been a part of my channel for a while, you remember my buddy Phil, who used to edit my videos years ago. He was in a band before our band that actually opened at a place called the Underground for 21 Pilots the night that 21 Pilots got signed. So they played a show with 21 Pilots the night they ended up getting offered a record deal. Yeah, the Devil Wears Prada in that scene out of Dayton in like the early 2000s, Hawthorne Heights, but it doesn't happen a lot. A lot of people, they break out in places like Florida and California and stuff. The chair disappears. Are we talking about the chair up against the wall? Bro, he hates his wife. I missed it. Damn it. Yeah, bro, he hates her. Yeah, well, you're a dick, Jack. How about that? Yes, but you gotta admit. Hey, what's up, Quentin? You gotta admit, you know, that's kind of the point, that his descent into madness is starting to take shape fully. So, but part of me thinks he just kind of always talked to Wendy like that. Yeah, that is true. That is true. The man bear. That makes me think of man bear pig. I'm super cereal. Man bear pig. God, man bear pig. Yeah, dude, he's fucking crazy. He's crazy. Now, there is a theory. Well, there's a debate that I feel like still somewhat rages on amongst some people of, were there actually ghosts in the Overlook? I say yes. And my biggest reason for that is, like, the argument is it his psychosis? Is it all in his head, or were there ghosts? And I say there's ghosts simply just because, do you guys not remember when he gets out of the fucking freezer? How would he have done that? How do you get out of the freezer then? There's some spooky ghosts in there, buddy. Is there actually a side door? I like her sweater. Or is it just like a jacket? That's a jacket. I tend to find this movie more enjoyable if you do believe that there are ghosts present, personally. Dude, I'd go crazy in this freaking hotel all winter, bro. Like, no way. They must have paid him a king's ransom. Oh, look who it is. Shut up, Kyle. You know, I actually shouted out Scooby Doo on Zombie Island and Scooby Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed in my Scream 3 video last week, but you didn't watch it. So, suck a fat one, Kyle. I just think it's better to believe that there were ghosts. You know what I mean? Personally. Oh God, Blu-ray. Why are you gonna do that to me? Why are you gonna do that to me? Um, I don't know. Um, pro- that's hard. There you go, Kyle. Now you got everybody wanting me to watch Scooby Doo. Dude, I still know every word to It's Terror Time Again. What up, Jason? Yeah, those little girls are creepy as fuck, bro. No thanks. It's the only good horror movie. Shut up, Kyle. Kyle's wife is trying to get me to watch that show Heated Rivalry because Kyle and her watch it, I guess. Because I sent her a reel like a week ago. It's a scene from The Hangover where it's like, my friends are mature. You just need to get to know them. And they're outside the house saying, you know, paging doctor, you know, you know, you've seen the scene. And I said, we're going to do this to Kyle. And she was like, ask Kyle if he's watching Heated Rivalry. I want to see if he'll admit it. So I asked him, and he admitted it. I was like, what is it? He's like, it's a gay hockey show. Now people keep telling me to watch it. Jason, I'm doing better day by day, man. I'm taking my wins where I can get them in life. I appreciate that, dog. So I am a believer in the supernatural. So maybe that skews my opinion with this movie where I say like, yeah, I do believe it was ghosts. But furthermore, it's also just like, even if you weren't, there's certain things that I would not test. You know what I mean? Like a Ouija board, for example. I have an employee at work. He is not a believer in the supernatural, but he still won't mess with a Ouija board. Because as he puts it, he's like, well, I don't want to take the chance. I'm like, yeah, no, I get that. Oh my God, bro. Kyle's so immature. He took a screenshot of me on this stream and drew a penis. Bro. That's what my friends do. Like, Kyle. I've never watched Euphoria, no. But I remember doing that as a kid, you know, like the soft, like creeping footsteps. Like, but I swear, every time you did that is when you would like step on a creaky board or something. You know what I mean? Like every single time when you were trying to be quiet is when you were least quiet. It's funny how that works. No, Kyle, I've never seen Halloween. Dude, the funny thing is, I know exactly how Kyle's laughing right now. I can hear his stupid little laugh in my head. He was probably just laughing his ass off about the crude penis picture that he drew. That was a terrible. You should have at least like, you know, put a sticker, you know, like cut out a sticker of one, like Photoshop, and then put it in there. Come on, dude. Like, have a little more, you know, a little more ingenuity and effort put into it. That's insane, Captain Rhodes. Right? He could have used AI. That's right, Kyle. You're getting called out, bro. You're getting called out. Someone made an AI video of me and Christian kissing. Wasn't it you, Zach? Wasn't that you? That was Zach. I'm pretty sure that was Zach. Yes, it was you. You son of a bitch. Ladies here in the chat, what do you think of Jack Nicholson like in his prime? You know, in his like 30s. Was he attractive? I can't tell. Well, I guess anybody here in the chat. You know, it's 2026. No, there you go, Kyle. Yeah. Got a nice side profile, you know. They always say yes. Okay. Yes, Dad. It's fucking creepy, bro. Love you, Danny. Wednesday. That's about what it looks like outside my house right now. Honestly. Yeah, see, that's weird to me. I never thought Malcolm McDowell was an attractive guy. Not that he was unattractive. I actually feel like Malcolm aged better. Like in A Clockwork Orange, I feel like he looks weird. But like as Dr. Loomis, I could totally see somebody being like, oh, he's a silver fox. But that's the thing with us men. A lot of times we age pretty gracefully. We can pull off the older look. Oh yeah. Yeah, the movie is definitely claustrophobic, and you got to give credit where credit's due there. It's not easy to do that when you have such a large location. Look, Scout can hit me up anytime. Never going to happen. I know. Don't go in there, Danny. You. Oh, God. Ah, yes. The room where Danny Torrance dies one day. Scout's a 5 plus 6 on 11. Oh, dude, Mike, we got 23 inches here, man. Yeah. 23 inches. No, I don't think so, Zach. Oh. There you go, Kyle. There you go. You're using AI now. He put me in a Jaguars jersey because he's a Jaguars fan. What do you think he's doing under that table? Hey, I'm fine if Scout bites. Yeah, bro. Shelly, you got to get out of there. What up, the dead recliner? How you doing? How you doing? Snowed in, man. I'm snowed in. Edward Snowden. Why are you lying to him? Everything is not going to be all right. Kyle. You know, the funny thing is, in my phone for like over 10 years now, Kyle's name in my phone has been Kile, because, and I literally just like type it that way too, because it's just off of like how Cartman says Kyle, like Kyle. So I just did an I instead of a Y. He's a troll. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that, JJ. What happened to your neck, Danny? Did the bear man give you a hickey? Bro, Jack, you're freaking me out, dog. You're freaking me out, dog. Captain Rhodes, he didn't do that. He put me in a Jaguars jersey. Which I guess you could say the same thing, you know, because I'm definitely not a Jags fan. But also, I'm not an AI fan. I have openly shit on AI. What do you mean, Robin? You don't like naked, rotting old ladies? That's not your thing? Pretty sure that was like a, you know, that's definitely got to be a kink for someone. I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum, you know? Kyle. He's just uh it is Christian's kink. Yeah. He's a weird dude. No, not at all. Jack's got the right idea. The real temptation is the alcohol. Not Mrs. Massey. No way. That is true. He could drink enough to make her look like Farrah. That is true. Well, JJ, in my experience, the drinking doesn't change how they look. It's just that you care less, you know? It's just that you're like, you know what? What do they say? Any port in a storm? Yeah. They would tempt me with like Halloween snapper case DVDs. I got a Halloween 4 snapper case. What? No way. You ain't got to pay a ghost, buddy. It's all right. No, Kyle, I've never heard of it. It's ghost money. Is that Scotch? Whiskey? What? That was Jack, right? Is that Jack Daniels? Yeah, it's Jack. Okay, yeah, I'm not a Jack Daniels fan. Never have been. That's true. You can live without him. It's absolutely that's not true, Lloyd. You can live without them. I love the little son of a bitch. Well, yeah, Jack, you're not supposed to abuse your children. Kyle, don't you have like work in the morning, bro? Don't you gotta or no, you're a traveling circus clown, so you guys are probably on the road right now. Halloween is my favorite, but I don't think it's the best. I think it's for me, it's the second best horror film for me. Would you need Jesus, Zach? You need Jesus. Are you out of your fucking mind? Oh my goodness gracious. That's not a good horror film. Wow, that's some people would consider that like Saw. That's just torture. Like you got room to talk. You're sitting on the couch with us after pooping the bed. Bro, you know Scatman's a freak. Also, who puts a pillow under their feet? One of you guys is going to say some shit. One of you guys is going to be like, well, I do that. Mid-goon. Scatman, bro, you're killing me with that face, dog. You got to do something else. I ain't putting shit under my feet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jack, he's just kind of weak, bro. Weak-minded. Oh, yo. Oh, yo. Oh, here you go, Zach. Here you go. Bro, he looks like shit. He looks like me, honestly. Like, hold on. I'm Jack Nicholson. I'm Jack Torrance. Oh, well, I mean, would. Low key. Yeah, would. That smile, dude. Yeah. What? What are we doing, Jack? I'm a simple man, guys. You put boobies on the screen and I lock in. I'm locked in right now. Yo. No, don't do it, Jack. Jack. Oh, God. So you just cheated on your wife, bro. Oh, ugh. Oh, God. Ugh. Jeez. Oh, I'm really watching it. Yeah. Oh, God. I don't like. Oh. If you ever want to know, just look in this Terrifier poster. You can see the movie's reflection a little bit. Oh, God. That's disgusting, bro. Oh, same, Zach. Same. You know. Matt, my dude, I'm sorry, bro. I was pulling for y'all. Bo Nix didn't get hurt. You guys would have won that game. The Patriots are fucking ass. They're Mickey Mouse run to the Super Bowl. I hope the Seahawks absolutely bludgeon them. No, old doesn't happen quick if you die beforehand. Jack. Oh, man. No. I was talking about myself. Oh, my God, bro. The decor in this room is hideous. You go from fucking like yellow floral to like pink. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. This would be. Oh, God. This is a nightmare. It's tacky. The curtain rod was not level, it was not even. I know, dude. Some of the decor in the 70s, God. What they needed was more. You need a good sassy gay man to come in there and spruce this up because this looks terrible. But you know Wendy probably is like, this is great. I love this room. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Jack doesn't give a shit. But no. Uh-uh. That right there. That right there. Thanks, Kyle. So, yeah, like poop colors. Like, I'm not even a home decor guy, and I can tell you, like, this looks like shit. Now, granted, I mean, you know, you can tell I'm not a home decor guy, but Leprechaun in the Hood, I hate that movie. Back to the Hood is probably it's it's not as bad. It's actually watchable, but like in a bad movie kind of way. You know what I mean? Like Lep in the Hood, dog shit. Leprechaun Back to the Hood, not good, but fun. We'll do something for St. Patrick's Day. I actually think I'm going to do a review series for all the Leprechaun films. God help me. I also got an idea today from someone in the comments. I'm going to do a review series for the Scary movies before Scary Movie 6 comes out. So that'll be because that comes out in what, June? Which means I'm going to have to actually sit through all of Scary Movie 5. I only watched like 10 minutes of it once, and I was like, this is so like unfunny. I can't do this. Yeah, you made the right decision, Captain Rhodes. It's really bad. It's a really bad franchise. Really bad. Even the best movies in it are not objectively good movies. The most fun one, the one I enjoy the most, is Leprechaun 3. It's in Vegas. You've got Caroline Williams in it. It's zany. It's over the top, but it's a good time. The first three are all varying levels of tolerable to, fun times. After that, man. Oh, Sam. Triple feature in the flesh. Well, in the digital flesh. Leprechaun? Oh, they made more than 5 of those. They made 6. Back to the Hood. There's 8. There's 8 of them. Hey, Jamie, how's it going? It feels like I'm in Buffalo, New York today with how much snow I got. We got 23 inches. And like you can't even make like a dick joke about that because like that would just kill you. You know what I mean? If someone's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get 23 inches," then you're gonna die. You're gonna die. The funniest part about all of this, in my opinion, is that it's like literally like none of those people are there. Like, I guess depending on what you believe, like I said, I do tend to believe that the ghosts are real, but even then, some of that shit is definitely in his head. Like, I feel like the right answer is a mix of the two. I don't think it's entirely one thing or the other. Right? Like, want to die? Where are you at, Captain Rhodes? What state, if I may? Idaho. Okay. Yeah, you guys probably missed out then because you guys are over. Trying to think of a map. Yeah, you guys are to the west of me. So the storm's already come through. Yeah, dude, we got dookied on. My boss called me at like 9:15 this morning. Or he called me at like 8:30 and I was asleep. I woke up at 9:15 and I called him and he was like giving me shit. I'll try to call you like 45 minutes ago. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's my day off. I'm sleeping. Like, what do you want? Yeah, we're not going to open today. So, call your subordinate managers and tell them not to come in. And I was like, okay, well, she's already there. So, yeah. Sam, you're wrong. You're wrong. Yeah, there's a Scary Movie 5 technically. It's none of the same writers, director, actors. I literally watched 10 minutes of it. I'm pretty sure all I watched was like the Charlie Sheen and Lindsay Lohan like opening bit and it was terrible. Like it was so unfunny. I was like I can't watch this movie. Like I can't. I don't watch the Oscars. I did a couple years ago. Ironically the year that the slap happened because I wanted to see Andrew Garfield win for Tick Tick Boom, and I remember watching that live, and I was just like, "Did that really just happen? Like what?" Oh no, shit, JJ, that's awesome. Yeah, and honestly, Zach, the coolest thing about Doctor Sleep, one of the coolest things about Doctor Sleep is like you have the scene in the director's cut in the bathroom. It didn't make it in the theatrical cut, and I don't know why, but Probably because, for time, the director's cut's like 3 hours long, but that's the version I watch when I watch Doctor Sleep. I watch the director's cut. Yeah, Will. Yeah, that was honestly crazy. Sorry that you're in your feelings. Could never, whatever. Sorry that your wife has, you know, been boning the pool boy or whatever. I mean, I'm of the opinion that Sinners did deserve quite a few nominations, but I also think some of it might be makeup for, the shit that they've gotten rightfully so over the years of just largely ignoring the horror genre. Like, you can't just ignore an entire genre. And it's no secret that the Oscars have for like ever. I mean, you'd have to go back to really like Silence of the Lambs, where you felt like they got it right. I mean, Toni Collette got snubbed. Um, love or hate the movies, Mia Goth should have gotten a nomination for Pearl. I mean, she just should have. She should have been nominated. The fact that she wasn't even nominated was just a joke. Um, you know, yeah, and that's fine. They can do that, but we know it's a horror film, and you know, whatever. I'm happy it got like a lot of the noms it got, I definitely think are deserved. Like I look specifically at like cinematography 100%. I like there's not even an argument against that for me. Um Best picture definitely should have been nominated, whether it wins or not. I don't know if it'll win, but it should have been nominated. Also, Michael B. Jordan deserved a nomination as well. He was that dual role. I mean, dual roles actors have famously talked about. Those are really difficult, and he was awesome in that movie. I mean, he really was. He's a really good actor. I'd watch that, JJ. I'm happy to see Frankenstein got a couple noms too. I think it'll win makeup for sure. I think Frankenstein will win makeup. I want to see Sinners or Frankenstein win for cinematography. And I think one of them will win for cinematography, personally. But yeah, the word is that One Battle After Another is going to win Best Picture, probably. Still haven't seen it. I like Leo, though, as an actor. Kind of weird personally, but so is Tom Cruise. So's a lot of these people. I mean, well, Savoy, if you look at some of like the betting markets, for example, which never bet on the Oscars, guys, but if you look at some of those things, it tells you where the sentiment is. Like a lot of times there's pretty heavy favorites in some categories. Like that year with Andrew Garfield and Tick Tick Boom, I knew he wasn't going to win. He was not the favorite to win. But I held out hope. That's wild, Sam. Wild. You want to talk about mid? Bring Her Back was mid. Not great, not bad. It was fine. Those directors have really gotten overhyped because of Talk to Me, which I also thought was just fine. You know, like I think it's a generational thing, though. I think a lot of people these days, because A24 is really popular with like Gen Z and the younger crowd, and they're the ones that are like chronically online. So I think you hear a lot of those things from that generation about a lot of these movies. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And it's like, it's fine. That is my favorite requel to this day. I loved I Know What You Did Last Summer. Loved that movie. Still don't understand why they didn't greenlight a sequel. I mean, it made 4 times its budget back. Now, sure, I'm sure they were like, oh well, we were hoping it would make like 100 million. That wasn't really realistic. I Know What You Did Last Summer has never been Scream. It has always been. It's like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Backstreet Boys was always bigger. That doesn't mean the other wasn't popular too. It's the same thing with Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer. You should have, anytime you can quadruple your money on anything, I'd say it was a smart investment. Bye, Kyle. Go to bed. Or go watch Heated Rivalry. Oh, absolutely not, Captain Rhodes. Backstreet Boys sold more records. Um, and Backstreet Boys stood the test of time. I mean, they came out with that album in what, 2019, 2018, DNA, which went number one, which was crazy because they'd been around for like 25 years and they were a boy band. Like NSYNC was big. Don't get me wrong. I'm not crapping on them because I like Justin Timberlake personally. I know who, you know, all the whole Britney Spears thing, whatever. I don't really care about all that. Like, I mean, yeah, he was a piece of shit. Their relationship was shitty. I mean, she's a piece of work herself. So it's just like, but yeah, Backstreet Boys, I think they're like in the top 15 or top 20 best-selling artists of all time. I really don't think like I remember how big they were back in the day because when I was a kid was when they were in their heyday, and that's why it was crazy when they came out with DNA. Well, there was a time where Backstreet Boys was kind of on hiatus. Not really. Kevin left in the early 2000s. NSYNC kind of took over at that time because Backstreet Boys wasn't really doing anything. So NSYNC kind of they got a lot of the attention at that time because Backstreet Boys was having their problems, not putting out music, losing members of their group. It was a weird time. AJ got into coke really bad. Like there was a lot of shit going on there. Well, Sam, that's my era, man. You know. Oh, dude, This Is the End is great. I saw that in theaters, and when Backstreet Boys showed up at the end, I was like, dude, let's go. He knows. He knows. Scatman's on his way. Hey, what's up? Let's talk movies. Yes, man. Got I was talking about it earlier. We got 23 inches of snow. So I'm just chilling, watching The Shining. Oh, dude, that part is hilarious, JJ. It's literally, oh, I'm not even going to say it, but yes, it's incredible. The whole Jonah Hill, the exorcism of Jonah Hill is my favorite part of that movie. When like Seth and what's his face are like arguing, and like possessed Jonah Hill is like talking shit. Really, Jay? Really? Is the power of Christ compelling me? Yeah, 28 years later, the Bone Temple is flopping. So I don't think that third movie is a sure thing, y'all. Which is disappointing. I liked it better than 28 years. Not much better, but I liked it better. Or like the scene where you got the devil at night, like creeping into bed with Jonah Hill, and then it's like the morning, and he's doing like the video diary, and he's like, "So something not so chill happened last night." Yes, it does end on a cliffhanger. Yes. And I know some people are going to be like, "Oh, well, you know, they already announced that they were moving forward with the third one." And um they announced that they were moving forward with the third one based off of the success of the first one. They haven't started shooting it yet. So, kind of irrelevant. This movie's going to lose money. It's just the time of year, man. It really is. Like people, there's a stigma around January. There just always has been. And I think a lot of people in the film critic community have created that personally. You know, it's like, oh, it's January. They're just dumping movies. Like when creators say that kind of shit, it doesn't help the public perception about the month of January at all. Now, sure, there's other factors as well. Like people, we just got out of the holidays. A lot of people don't have money. Like, but creating this narrative that a movie coming out in January is going to be shit for years and years and years is not going to help get the public out to the theaters to see these movies. I like 30 minutes or less as well. I like Jesse Eisenberg a lot. Hey, Liana, how's it going? Yeah, nerds. It's weird energy, you know, like yes, there are movies sometimes that get dumped in January that aren't very good, but that does not mean that we need to create this narrative that every movie that comes out in January is going to be dog shit, so you shouldn't go see it. Like, okay, whatever. Mrs. Torrance. I did not. I don't even know what that is. This is Tony, y'all. Yeah, this is live. This is live. No, this is happening right now, Trey. This is real life. Probably, Zach. But that's only because I'm a really big fan of Frankenstein. I just don't know if I like the tone that they're going with here. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I've seen trailers before and I've been like, this looks wild. And then I watch it. I'm like, wow, this was actually really good. But I'll give it a shot. Yep. I'm outside right now. Oh man. My dog doesn't even like want to go out. And I'm like, you're going in the backyard? I mean, he has been, but he hadn't even been like going far. He like walks out there, does his business, and he's like, let me back in. I'm like, all right. Still smells like a Halloween mask. I know you guys know what that smell is. Still smells like it. Oh, my dog doesn't care. He's a trooper. I'll give him credit. Sorry to hear that, JJ. I'm not looking forward to that myself. I've had to dig a hole before for a dog. A lot harder than for a cat, especially when your dog's like mine. He's a fat boy. He's getting up there too. Carl's almost 11. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Relatable. Oh yeah. The Thing, The Shining. There's a few movies that are perfect for this kind of weather. Let's talk. 30 Days of Night, yes. He's such a dick. He's such a dick. Sam, don't do it. Yeah, I'm okay. This is the scene, man. I'm into this. This is the scene. You're not holding the bat right. That's not going to give you maximum damage. You're not even going to be able to really swing it like that. You're going to short arm it. She does crack him, yeah, but absolutely, Captain Rhodes. Absolutely. Yeah, she's trying to get a bunt base hit. I don't think you have the speed for that, Shelly. Got to be quick. Bunt base hits are not as easy as they seem. Plus, you got to get it right down the third base line. Or you want to get it in no man's land between the third baseman and the pitcher's mound, or the first baseman and the pitcher's mound. Sam, you know damn well her teeth are like that. Come on, Shelly. What are you doing? You get more length if you hold it at the bottom. Yeah, maybe Kubrick did have a point. You know, of all people, I didn't expect it to be you that made that joke. Man, I did not. Oh, cracked him right in the fucking dome ski, bro. Eat shit. Get wrecked. Drag that mother. Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I understand. I'm not a Shelley Duvall hater or a Wendy Torrance hater for that matter. Drag that mother. Yeah. Put that bitch ass in the freezer. Yeah, I know. He what you didn't expect to get hit in the head with the bat when she's been swinging it at you 25 times. I mean, I get it though, because he thinks that, she's not going to do anything. It's that very old school, toxic ass mindset by, husbands that are like this. They want to be with what they believe are weak-willed women that won't fight back. So that's what he thought. Well, you thought wrong, Jack. You got cracked, buddy. Hey, in fairness, she didn't know how to hold a bat. So, yeah, the door probably was pretty hard for her. Oh, man. Well, that's the beauty of the scene, you know, like, because he's obviously doing his best to manipulate her, but it doesn't work. It probably was a raptor, you're right. They can open doors. Alan. Yeah, Jack, you kind of just gave up the game, dumbass. You're trying to manipulate her, and now you're just back to being psychotic. She's not gonna let you out now, you dumb fuck. Come on, bro. He's dumb. Oh yeah. No, that some of the most iconic like shots, I think, in horror. A lot of them, there's a lot in this movie. You know, you think of that scene, you obviously think about the here's Johnny moment, like you think about him frozen at the very end. Like there's a lot like that in this movie. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Kubrick knows what he's doing. You're going nowhere. Ohio, 2026. Dude, every time I go into a walk-in cooler or freezer at work, I always fear, bro. Like, what if I got trapped in here? How would I survive? I know the first thing that I would do is like, I'm breaking this unit so it turns off so I don't freeze to death. That's what I'm doing. Hey, what's up? What's up, Davey? How's it going, man? Yeah, we're watching The Shining with 23 inches of snow outside my door, and I'm not exaggerating. Hey, Johnny, what's up? I hope you're having a good night. I hope you're staying warm. I have not seen cat people. I've seen people and cats. Yeah, I do the same thing. Or I'll use my foot because I'm long as shit and I'll like push my foot out to like kick it open even more if it starts closing, just so it can't close on me. I just thank my lucky stars every day that I'm never going to have to worry about balding. That's not to shame anybody that may be, dealing with that. I'm thankful that I'm not going to have to. That's a hereditary thing and it does not run in my family. I got thick ass hair like my mom. Some days I'm like, God, I hate all this hair. And then other days I'm like, yeah, but at least I'm not balding in my 30s. Could be worse. Oh yeah, Johnny. We got 23 inches today. It was quite wild. Yeah, it's most snow I've ever seen in my life. What's he got there? We got ketchup. Looks like some kind of peppers, pickled peppers. Well, I guess. Yeah. Oh no, Captain Rhodes. It's thick and luscious, and it's about to all get cut off. Cut off. Why did I say cut off? Cut off. I am getting rid of this shit very soon. It's actually still kind of wet, and I got out of the shower at like 8:30. So that's another reason why my hair getting longer annoys me. Hey, take any chance you can get. I'm right there with you. I'm not letting it get as long as it did last year, where it was literally down to my shoulders. It's getting close. This has been about a year, Johnny. I got my hair cut last year, beginning of February. So this has been about a year. Last time was a year and a half. And that's when it was like literally down to my shoulders, where I was having to like put it behind my ears every time I would do a video. I've gone back and looked at some of those videos from like a year and a half ago, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, my hair was so long. I'm cutting this shit off, buddy. I am not 21 anymore. You know, playing in bands and going to Warp Tour. And I mean, I'm still an emo kid. I'm always going to be an emo kid, but, um, you know, I give you some of mine, Sam. It does. Yeah, I agree. I like as I've gotten older, I like the way I look more with short hair than I do with long hair. Like some people think like, oh, is growing it out like a conscious choice? Not really. It's more so it's just like I never prioritize like, oh, I need to go get my hair cut. You know what I mean? Like it's not one of those things like going to the doctor when you don't feel good, that's something, or making sure you eat, like those are things I prioritize, paying my bills, but like getting my hair cut, I'm like, I wear hats all the time anyway. And it's not till it gets to a point like this where it's like, okay, this is getting ridiculous even with a hat on. Like I need to get it cut. Murder. Oh no, the beard's going too. It's all going. I'm going to look 10 years younger. I always do when I cut my hair and I shave my face. I look younger. Honestly, though, all you got to do is have Danny kick him in the nuts when he comes in the door. That's what I'm saying too. It's a money saver as well because like I'm a good tipper. If I go get my haircut, it's usually like 25, 30 bucks or whatever. And I tip like 15, 20 bucks on top of it. Cause like, I don't know, just feel like it's like the nice thing to do. I can't stand people that are shitty tippers, like in anything. If you're watching this right now and you're a shitty tipper, you're a dick. Like, I'm just going to keep it real with you. Yes, Johnny, we were talking about that earlier. I'm going to do something for St. Patrick's Day with the Leprechaun. Yes, I will. Fret not, all you Lep fans. All 5 of you. There's no way she couldn't fit through there, bro. There's no way. What green bastard hurt me? I was going to say Shrek, but Shrek never hurt me. That's fair, Johnny. I'm of the opinion if you're going to order pizza, you know, if you're getting yourself a large pizza and some breadsticks or something, like tip at least $5, you know, like whatever. Yes, I agree. The Dead Leprechaun, they're fun. The Leprechaun movies are fun. You're not wrong, Captain Rhodes. Especially Warwick Davis in that movie. Creepy looking mofo. Great camera placement right there. That's iconic. To have the wood hit the lens, that's just. There you go. There you go, Wendy. Cut him up. Hey, that's understandable, JJ. Yeah, and sadly, Johnny, it happens every day to people in that field. So you never want to be somebody that contributes to that. You know what I mean? Like they're going to have to deal with a shitty customer or two every single day. Dude, I want to drive one of those things so bad. Just like through a friggin' snowstorm. Danny, what are you doing, buddy? I mean, not gonna lie, that's a good hiding spot. I used to hide in places like that all the time when I was a kid, like cabinets, when I was small enough to do that. Playing hide and seek. Nobody would ever look in the cabinets. Wendy is like reevaluating her life right now. It's like, well, my marriage is just going to shit, basically, you know. Um, My Bloody Valentine could be cool. Although I hate the holiday. Even when I was married, I was just like, oh God. This commercialized fake ass Hallmark holiday, just an excuse to spend more money. Because JJ, I'm actually pretty damn flexible. I can contort my body in weird ways. I can put my legs behind my head still to this day. Though I haven't done it in a while. And I'd have to stretch beforehand because I don't want to pull a hammy. I mean, let me see if I can do one. No, he did not deserve this. This is just another dick move by Jack Torrance. I'm not trying to pull a hammy. I'm going to pull something. I already know I am. I'm going to fucking pull something. Oh, God. Told you. I don't think I pulled anything. No, I don't think I did. Ah, a little bit of Halloween in January, huh? I dig it. Guys, when I say I can do something, I can do it. I don't have a lot of talents. So, I really got to cherish the ones I have, like being able to put my legs behind my head. Is it a talent? No. I'm probably just double jointed or whatever they call it. Because I can do this weird thing too. Well, people say it's weird with my elbow. Let me see if I don't really know. Usually I got to be like on a table, but yeah, where I can and you can see my hand is still flat. People always tell me it's gross. I can bring it all the way down while keeping my hand flat. Danny boy. I actually did on Patreon like a week and a half ago. Speaking of which, tomorrow on Patreon, I'm going to need to put a new poll up, ask people something they want to watch. Because all three last time we've done now. We did one for patrons only, one as a UNITA exclusive thing, and then this one. So I need to put some more options up. Johnny, in my opinion, yes, because that 4K looks gorgeous. You get the Dr. Death footage as well. Halloween 5 genuinely looks really good on 4K. Even the people that don't like that movie will admit, yeah, the 4K transfer is really good. I would say it's worth it. I don't care how crazy I am. I ain't going out in that shit. It's too cold. It's too cold. Nope. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Yeah, it has an alternate opening. They initially did that alternate opening, and then they, decided it was not right. And I don't know if I agree. Like, I still don't know where I sit on that opening. Like, which one's better? I really don't. Part of me prefers the one with the old man hermit personally because he's got the parrot. Great party. Yeah, dude. It's a real head splitter. Ha ha. I have slippers down here on the floor. I just, when I'm like putting my legs up and stuff, I take them off. But yeah, I walk around my house like always in slippers. It doesn't even matter the time of year. Hey, thank you. I got Child's Play right there, 2 and 3. And then the Halloween posters are all over my room. Bobby, those people do exist. There's actually a lot of people like that. I don't see it myself personally, but they exist. They're real. They're out there. Somebody needs to stop them, but they're real. There you go. Hell yeah. Yeah, Johnny, like I said, that 4K is it. If you're going to upgrade any edition of any of the Halloween movies, and I did that series a couple months ago on my channel of every one on physical media, and then like what's the best version to own, it's the 4Ks for almost all of them, but especially Halloween 5. You get all the previous features that you had before. You get the best audio and video presentation. You get a great case that it comes in. You get the alternate opening footage. Like, it's the best version you can get of that movie. Oh, it's terrible. It's a terrible opening. I hate that opening. And when I did my video on Scream 4, and there were some people like, "Oh yeah, well, like I like the super meta on this." No, it's dog shit. It's terrible opening. Nothing about that opening works. I do, Dead Recliner. I just don't have it framed. I've talked many a time about how I have so many of these posters that I need to get frames for. That is my goal for 2026. Because so many of you guys have sent me posters over the years. Christian sent me an original Halloween one. You sent me the Silent Hill one, which is friggin' gorgeous. I've had people, I've got to know, I Know What You Did Last Summer, all the Scream posters. I've got so many rolled up. Pearl, Maxine, X. I just need to get frames because I just don't do that anymore. Where I don't put them up without frames. Used to do it when I was a teenager, but I don't anymore. $23 is what we got. 23. Do I have any that are signed? Posters? No. I've never taken. I've only been to one con, and I didn't take any posters with it. But when I go to 50 Years of Terror, which I'm definitely going to in South Pass in 2028, I'll bring a couple to have signed. Hey, I didn't have to go anywhere. I stayed home all day. So my thought process was let it snow, man. I'm just chilling. Some of the noises he makes in this movie, man. Wild. At the very least, I think we'll have something in the works by then that's been announced for sure. Freezing to death would suck, bro. Like people talk about drowning, people talk about burning. I still think drowning would be like the worst of the three, but I feel like I'd rather burn than freeze to death because not long after you've been set on fire, all your nerve endings are going to be burnt off. Whereas freezing to death, it's a long process. Funny enough, I went down a rabbit hole about Mount Everest last year because I was curious. I was like, I just want to know because, like, I am an adrenaline junkie. Absolutely not. No way. Absolutely not. So many things can go wrong. The elevation and the temperature can cause like blood disorders that can kill you. It can there's so much that, and then if you even trying to get to the top, reaching the top is like super treacherous, like no way. Sounds cool, but no thanks. Crystal Lake should be out this year. I believe the word was it's going to be Q4 of this year. Now, whether that's um, fall or winter, we don't know. But yeah, because if you die up there near the top, they can't excavate your body. That's something I read about too. Like that's just your resting place, buddy. And now he's part of the Overlook. Hey, what's up, buddy? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. July 4th ball. 1921. What? And there you have it, everybody. That is The Shining. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. The one, the only. Um, shit, Johnny, where'd you see that? Was there some breaking news that I missed? Hey, Zach, you don't got to thank me for watching a kick-ass movie. I always like to watch The Shining, and it'd been a while. It'd been a while. I genuinely think the last time I watched it Yeah, it was probably right before Doctor Sleep, which Doctor Sleep came out in 19, right? Yeah. 7 years almost. Holy shit. That's crazy. If anything, I'm just more impressed with you guys, sometimes being able to keep up with watching a movie while also chatting with me. Like that's pretty cool. I know sometimes these are difficult because you want to pay attention to the stream. You also want to pay attention to the movie. Like, so I appreciate that, the dedication on your guys' end. You know, I actually like that movie too, JJ. I thought it was a fun time. Oh, okay. So then it's what yeah. So I had heard that a couple months ago from Christian. Um, but it's not as clear cut as that because you've got international rights are a mess for A Nightmare on Elm Street. Um, so I still wouldn't get my hopes up on anything. But yeah, something is coming soon with Nightmare. Something's definitely coming soon. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a total reset, obviously, but I can't wait. But yeah, guys, this was fun. 2.5 hours. Obviously, these things are nowhere near as you don't get the same kind of viewership as like a normal live stream because a lot of people see that it's a watch along and they're like, no, whatever, I'm not doing that. So, but to everybody that was in here tonight, I really do appreciate you guys. I hope watching the movie was, if nothing else, enjoyable for you because it's a great film. And if I were able to add in your enjoyment in any way, awesome. I hope I was able to. But yeah, it was really cool to do this, and I want to drop a little bombshell for you guys that are still watching. I don't know the day yet, but I will be streaming very, 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 very soon, potentially this week, with somebody that you guys might have missed. Does anybody have a guess on who that might be? Yeah, think about it. Don't go with yes. Justin and I will be getting together for a stream. Hopefully this week. I need to talk to him about a day that works best for him and a time. But yeah. Myself and good old Ryan 1988 will be back in the flesh with y'all. And yes, Jaden and I are going to be recording something this week as well. So, and Christian and I were going to, but he wasn't able to see Return to Silent Hill because of the weather. Or so he said it was because of the weather. I don't know. I'm going to let him come to me and ask me when I want to record. I ain't going out of my way anymore. I'm not going to look like the pick-me girl. You know what I mean? No. You can reach out to me when you want to do another You Need a Buddy. Yeah. So Sleep in Fear tonight. Not really. Got some fun stuff coming up on the channel. And I'm excited. I'm excited to do it. No. I have to have some self-respect. It's always me texting Christian, and then I feel like a bother. Hey man, like when do you want to? No, he can come to me. He can come to me and he can text me when he wants to do the show. I'm not going out of my way. So, but yeah. So, thank you guys for watching tonight. If you watched on the playback, leave a like on this. And hopefully you watched the movie with us, even though it was after the fact, but hopefully you were synced up and you got to enjoy the experience with us. If you are watching right now and you haven't left a like yet, do it. Takes not even a half a second. Hover over it, click it, do it. So yeah, I love y'all, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip.